Bugle.
We were looking in a spot of the ranch, it's just known for elk, and we finally found a great bull.
Oh yeah. There were bulls all over the place, but this guy stood out like a sore thumb. Yeah, that's a good one. He's got some good mass on him.
Oh yeah, it does.
He looks pretty happy there.
Mm-hmm. Let's go get him.
It was getting a little later in the evening, but we made a play on him.
We worked our way up, got to the top, thinking that thing's got to be right here. And we probably gave it about 10 minutes. We just sat quietly and waited. Didn't see him, and then all of a sudden Chris said, "Hey, there he is," and by God, he wasn't, 100 yards from us. I saw the antlers go up, and he was gone.
He knew something was up, he moved off, and we never got a shot at him. We just tried to stalk in after him again. He knew the game, he was gone. That was a nice bull.
But that's elk hunting. I don't think there's anything better, more fun to do in North America than hunt elk.
I've traveled the world in pursuit of big game adventures and learned that some of the best hunting on the planet is, well, right here in my own backyard. Hunting elk and mule deer in the San Juan Mountains of southern Colorado has become an annual tradition. And this season, I invited my good friends and Brays Island neighbors, Steve Hicks and Mark Ingram, to share the experience with me.
This is a stunning ranch. It's almost 90,000 acres, and it's just become my favorite place. I just say, look, I'm taking the third season. I will find other hunters, my friends, that want to come in and be a part of this thing. Okay, ears on. There you have it.
And some would call this a low country to high country hunt, because Brays Island is on the coast of South Carolina, and this is way up in the stratosphere.
Yeah. All right, Stevie, go get them.
So it's a good group of guys that we hang out together, we hunt together, we socialize together, really have a good camaraderie.
There goes the excuses.
Yep.
Not that there would be any anyway. Old Deadeye Hicks, Deadeye Ingram. It's buffalo, it's crocodile.
Yeah.
Isn't this a beautiful ranch? Look at this ranch. You talk about good memories. This ranch has been really, really good to us for the last 3 seasons. We got some snow, but not a lot, so they could be up high again. That's right. We know how to get them up high. I think the third season, frankly, has become my favorite elk season in Colorado. This late season deal, these are the survivors. Of course, it's not the bugle. You don't have the theater of 25 bugling bulls working around you and all that kind of stuff. But these are the animals that have played the game. They're the ones that have eluded muzzleloader hunters, bow hunters, a couple of rifle seasons. And when you finally get one of these things, it's just incredibly satisfying.
I've never been there in June. We're back at our 90,000 acre private ranch in south central Colorado. Chris and I were here last year. I took a nice mule deer. Chris's son Luke shot a tremendous bull, and what a tremendous spot to hunt. It's incredible. So they didn't move far from yesterday.
No, the two to the right are new from what we could see last night, so.
I was the first hunter in our group to fill his tag. So now I'm joining Steve and TJ as we work together to try and relocate the big bull that got away from them just the day before.
So the next morning, we were out in the same area trying to find that particular bull again if we could.
He's coming out low and right.
And of course, there's pockets of elk kind of all over that mountain. We finally see a good bull.
So those other ones are walking pretty much right to him.
Yeah.
And finally, we had found a bigger herd that had a couple bulls in it that we were interested in.
The looks I did get of him, he looked good.
A couple of nice bulls in there, and I mean, it's a long way off. It kind of reminded me of like a sheep hunt where you look up and you think, that thing might as well be on the moon. It's going to take so long to get up there.
We ended up taking the buggy up to the top of the mountain as high as we could.
There's one nice 6-point in there. Yeah, that's a good bull. Yeah, that's a different bull right there. There's 2 good ones, though.
So we got a herd of about 100+ head below us. There's 2 good bulls in there. There's one that's got a 7 on one side and 6. They've just kind of worked off this ridge. We saw them a long, long way off, and now they're settling down, just kind of feeding through here. They're about 800 yards away. We think we can get down this little ridge here, come up the ravine and be within 250, 300 yards. It's going to be really tricky with that many sets of eyes, but there's a couple of real busters in there, so we're going to try.
So we had to scramble down this steep slope. We were sliding and crawl back up the other side, and luckily they were still there when we got there. See right through this little sage, big body bull. That's what we're going for.
And essentially, I was completely out of air.
Okay, we're at 325 yards, okay?
Reload.
He's running left. I don't have him. They're running like he fell, but I did not see it. He's in those pinions. I saw 1 antler clear the pinions and 2 went in, so I'm hoping he's just dead right there.
I'm thinking I want to see that elk down over there. I was breathing hard. I took a big breath, though. It was fine.
Watching a wounded animal move out of sight can be gut-wrenching for any ethical hunter, an experience that Steve knows all too well.
I know after that crocodile got away from us last year, it's still in my brain. Last year, I did a crocodile hunt down in South Africa.
If you're confident, shoot him. Say, thank you, Tom. Again, quickly shoot him. Again, shoot him again. Wait. Don't shoot his skull. Shoot him.
Got him 3 times with a 3.75, and I thought it was all over, and we were high-fiving, and next thing you know, the croc slips into the water, and he's gone. And we basically lost him for about 10 days, and I'll tell you, in 40 years, it's the only animal I've never not recovered after a hunt. And it really wears on you, so that's the first animal I've never recovered. Well, I guess we finally did, but...
Within days of returning to Bray's Island, Steve and I received the good news that his croc was finally recovered. It all worked out in the end, but we were both hoping that this recovery would be a whole lot quicker.
We hustled down, got back up, found 1 tiny little drop of blood.
No. It's bleeding better now.
Mm-hmm.
So just stay right with me. Let's just
I know we spent maybe 10, 15 minutes following this tiny little blood trail, and all that was going through my mind is that dang crocodile from last year, so.
all this right here.
Oh yeah, a lot of blood.
He's right here, 10 yards.
Oh yeah. There he was, looked like he tipped over. So we got 1 good shot on him. That's looks like all it took.
Yeah, beautiful bull, perfect shot too. Congratulations. Awesome. So Steve's bull was a very interesting bull. He had a brow tine that actually dropped way down in front of his nose. It's just not a typical trait that you see in elk.
Heck yes, Steve.
Well done, my man.
All right, good work.
He was a great 6-point bull. He had a tine broken off that would have made him a 6x7, and he's, beautiful bull. It's what we're looking for here.
That brow tine is ridiculous. Oh, that's awesome. Cool.
Pretty happy with my trophy. I don't know what he measures, it doesn't really matter. He's a really kind of funky looking animal, and definitely an older bull, so we're happy to get him out of the herd.
Well, I'll be damned.
Well, now we got time to get Ingram.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Yeah. We're just getting warmed up here, man.
That's right.
Mark and I hunted for a couple days and saw a lot of bulls, nothing we were quite after. And TJ, his hunters both tagged out. So it allowed TJ to hop in with us and provide an extra set of eyes and an extra set of hands, which can really help on an elk hunt.
So you got a good one low in this sage flat.
This is my 6th elk hunting trip. The first 5 were unsuccessful. They were all bow and arrow. So I was very frustrated and thought, maybe it's time, just maybe it's time to take a rifle out.
He's walking to the right now. You got him walking right? Yep, perfect. First evening, right away, found a good bull. Let's make a play on him.
Mark is looking to take his very first elk, but he is no stranger to big game hunting, and he understands what it takes to get into range and make a perfect shot on a massive bull.
A year and a half ago, I was fortunate to go to South Africa with Chris and on a plains game and Cape Buffalo hunt. And I was fortunate enough to shoot what I think is a very big buffalo.
Okay, in the middle of the chase. Good shot.
Again, another hunting experience that I won't soon forget. You trying to get above him or below him?
We're kind of gonna try to get right on his level.
Level. We spotted a very nice bull elk up in the mountains.
Antlers right here. Hear him.
We know from our friends who were on a different ridge spotting for us that we came within 50, 60 yards of this elk, but we just couldn't see him because we were in the thick stuff and he was in the thick stuff.
Well, we got beat by the buzzer there, Mark. That was close. Timing is everything in elk hunting, and we were just short on that one. We missed him, missed the window by 5 minutes, and it got dark on us. So that evening, we noticed it was, the forecast was rapidly changing. Snow was rolling in. We were not expecting it at all. It just, it makes our travel a little bit more difficult. These rangers get around great, but it's still a challenge. So we tried to, hunt some of the timber, hunt some of the stuff that we can actually, stand a chance in where we can't use our eyes. And nothing came together, and that was pretty much the day. It was just snow. We were pretty restricted by the weather.
This morning we woke up to even more snow, and we were heading to a spot that's got a pretty rough road going up. But we got up there.
Okay, Mark, we have some cows bedded over here. They're tough to see, but
They quickly spotted a herd of cows.
So we just let those cows kind of feed off, and we were able to slip in, find a couple bulls that were great bulls. Okay, we're just gonna slide this way, just follow Mac, okay?
We got low, snuck around, and gained some ground on him.
We had to play a little bit of cat and mouse with our stock. We got into a pretty reasonable range. Let's move that back a little bit.
Settled in the backpack, comfortable on his rifle.
There you go. Howard, okay.
One bull stood up, and we realized that was the bull that we wanted. The other two are very respectable, but we knew the bull that we wanted.
All right, guys, he's the bull facing us right now. Just gonna have to give him a minute, let him turn.
So, like elk do, they don't play by the rules, and that bull, he was feeding, and he was turned away from us, then he was turned towards us, and we just could not get a broadside shot.
We're in a good spot, good wind. No rush.
Mark was laying down, and we could tell it was hurting his neck, and this bull was just taking forever to go broadside.
All right, let's let him clear that other bull. Let him clear that other bull. Yep. Whenever you're on him, Mark, you just take your time, squeeze that trigger.
okay. We're in the hole.
Everybody ready?
Good hit, good hit.
Good hit, reload.
Mark made a phenomenal shot on him.
And he went down and scrambled a little bit down the mountain and ended up against a bush, waiting on us to come pick him up.
Good shot, Mark.
Good deal. One shot wonder.
Oh, man, that was perfect.
Congratulations. That was awesome.
It was an epic hunt. It really could not have been any better if we planned it that way.
That is a beautiful bull, Mark.
Yeah.
So we knew this bull was a good bull from where we could see him, but when we get up to him, that's when it really set in that this bull is a lot heavier than I thought.
6x6.
6x6. Nice heavy bull, big force, big thirds.
Yep.
Oh, man.
And his tine length is phenomenal. And his mass is perfect. It's just a great all-around bull, very mature.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great bull.
Thanks for everything y'all did.
You bet. Good
y'all
work.
worked for this more than I did. I know I was a little bit in shock, very, very excited. Once again, after 6 years, I finally bagged an elk, and it was a great elk, not just a okay, but a great elk. Now the question is, where does it go in the house?